Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Lewis University's television network. Today is Thursday, October 26, 2023. I'm Samira Martinez.
And I'm Citrali Romo.
And we begin with our top national and international stories. People in communities near Lewiston, Maine are sheltering in place today as authorities continue the search for the gunman suspected of out carrying a deadly mass shooting Wednesday night. U.S. Army reservist Robert Card is wanted for the murder of 18 people and 13 wounded in shooting attacks at the bowling alley and a bar in Lewiston City. Officials with Central Maine Medical Center said 3 of the injured people were in critical condition and 5 were hospitalized, but stable. Law enforcement officials say Card recently reported mental health issues, including hearing voices, and made threats to shoot up a National Guard base. Card is considered armed and dangerous and shouldn't be approached.
According to officials, the off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot accused of trying to cut off a plane's engine mid-flight told police he took magic shrooms. Joseph Emerson said he took the mushrooms 48 hours before the incident and believed he was dreaming. Emerson thought pulling the handles of a fire extinguishing system would cause him to wake up. According to a separate federal court document, Emerson also said he had been awake for 40 hours. During the incident, Emerson was subdued by members of the flight crew, but then tried to grab the handle of an emergency exit during the flight's descent. The plane diverted to Portland, Oregon, where Emerson told a police officer he became depressed about 6 months ago. Emerson was in court Tuesday facing 83 counts of attempted murder. He pleaded not guilty to all state charges and is being held without bail.
In Atlanta, Dunkin' franchise is paying a woman $3 million to settle a lawsuit over hot coffee falling on her lap. The unnamed woman alleged the February 2021 incident causing severe burns and life-altering injuries. She claimed it happened because the cup's lid was not secured. Her attorney said the lid came off after she was given the drink and the coffee spilled on her lap, causing third and second-degree burns to her thighs, groin, and abdomen. According to the statement, she had to have extensive skin grafts. The injury resulted in spending weeks in a burn unit, costing her $2,100 in medical expenses. Golden Donuts LLC, the franchise, didn't immediately respond for a comment. Corporate parent Dunkin' isn't named in the lawsuit and also didn't respond.
A handful of Ukrainian pilots are in Arizona, learning how to fly F-16s. It's part of an international training program the Arizona National Guard operates. Before heading to Arizona, the pilots spent time in San Antonio learning English. Defense officials won't say how many pilots are involved, only identifying them as a small number. The training is expected to last several months. The U.S. is planning to train about 200 Ukrainians on how to maintain the plane. The training is at the direction of the Biden administration to help Ukraine in its war with Russia.
The ongoing United Auto Workers strike is officially one for the record books. As of Wednesday, the strike has become the longest American auto strike in 25 years. The last time the union went on strike was in 2019, and that lasted 40 days. The strike was only against General Motors, but Wednesday marked day 41 of the UAW strike against General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis. There are no signs of the strike ending anytime soon. Even if a deal was reached with one of the companies, the tentative agreement would still need to be ratified by rank and file members in the past. The union has stayed on strike during the ratification process. It is also likely the strike would continue at the other 2 companies. The UAW expanded its strike against General Motors on Tuesday, targeting a manufacturing plant in Arlington, Texas. Up next, we will have your local news.
We will be right back. A man is in custody after an Illinois State Police trooper was shot in the leg in Springfield, Illinois, late Tuesday. The suspect, 37-year-old Cristobal Santana of Chicago, fled on foot and was taken into custody just before 2 a.m. The Springfield Police Department responded to a report of an officer being shot on October 24. Around 10:44 p.m., according to ISP, the trooper was interacting with the suspect as they were cited as a connection with the homicide that took place in Chicago. Police sources confirmed that the suspect was also wanted in connection with the death of Adriana Lopez, 37. Upon arrival, they confirmed an officer from a different department had been shot during a traffic stop. Responding officers gave medical aid on the scene until first responders transported the officer to a local hospital.
Former NFL player Sergio Brown was denied bail by a judge during a brief court appearance on Wednesday in Illinois. Brown had been missing since his mother, 73-year-old Bertle Brown's death in September. He was taken into custody in California earlier this month on a warrant issued for first-degree murder. His mother's body was found in a creek behind her Maywood, Illinois home on September 16th. Police said relatives told them they'd been unable to contact her or her son. The medical examiner's office ruled the manner of death homicide and determined Brown's mother died from related injuries to an assault. The judge in Wednesday's court hearing said her decision to deny Brown bail being a threat to the community and flight risk.
A North Shore woman and her mother are on the way home after being held hostage by Hamas following the terrorist attack on Israel earlier this month. Natalie Ronan and her mother, Judith Ronan, were visiting family in Israel when Hamas attacked the town they were staying near the Gaza border. Video released on Friday shows the mother and daughter moments after being freed by the Hamas terrorists. The Red Cross assisted in the ground transfer from Gaza. It's not exactly clear when the Ramas will officially make it home. The family's rabbi says he's in constant contact with their family and will plan a special Shabbat service and celebration to welcome them home.
An E. coli outbreak at Huntley High School has been linked to nearly 24 other cases in the U.S., spanning at least 10 states. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the Shingles toxin-producing E. coli outbreak, consisting of 9 cases, is tied to a more significant multi-state outbreak comprising at least 22 cases in 10 states. The McHenry County Health Department said the investigation was complicated and had multiple points of exposure in and out of school. No definitive sources of the illness cluster has been determined, and the schools had declared no new cases of E. coli in the past 20 days.
Rosalind Franklin University is using a new program to combat the ongoing nursing shortage. The first group of students in the 2-year master's entry into nursing practice are nearing the end of their clinical rotations in Evanston. Currently, the students are in the program's 3rd quarter and are working towards becoming registered nurses after previously earning their bachelor's degrees. RFU, a private healthcare university in North Chicago, currently partners with 3 hospital systems throughout the Chicago area, including North Shore University Health System. Student works in 10-week rotations in various fields of study, and the goal of the program is to encourage relationships that keep students working in local hospitals after graduation.
When we return, we will have our entertainment news.
And later, we have your Grow Memorial Package and sports update.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Actor Jonathan Majors' assault case will go on trial. A New York judge on Wednesday denied a motion to dismiss the charges against the Marvel star. They related to a dispute with his former girlfriend, Grace Jabari, in March. According to a complaint, Jabari alleges Major struck her on the face with an open hand, causing substantial pain and a laceration behind her ear. Majors has maintained his innocence. His attorney says Major is a real victim in this ordeal and that his life and career have been torn apart by it. Trial is set to begin at the end of November.
Dolly Parton is launching a new album and it's coming to a theater near you. The country music singer is kicking off her upcoming album, Rockstar, in a theater event. The screening will be held over 2 days, November 15th and 16th, and will offer fans a first ever listen of the album. It will also feature never before seen footage of music videos, performances, and an exclusive interview with the 77-year-old Parton. The 30-track collection is set to release on November 17th. It includes 9 new songs, 21 covers of rock classics, and collaborations with various singers, including Elton John, Miley Cyrus, Sheryl Crow, Stevie Nicks, and Sting.
Rock lobster will not be served at the White House state dinners for the Australia's Prime Minister Wednesday night. That's because the B-52 band has been dropped from performing. First Lady Jill Biden made the announcement during a media preview of the dinner. She told reporters they initially planned for the band to perform their iconic dance and party music, but now, since there's now a time when so many are facing sorrow and pain, they've made some adjustments to the entertainment. It's an apparent reference to the Israel-Hamas war. Instead, the new wave and pop band, the president's own Marine band, and the Army and Air Force Strolling Strings will provide instrumental music. The B-52s will attend the dinner as guests. The band hails from Athens, Georgia, and among other hits is known for the 1989 smash song Love Shack.
SAG-AFTRA, along with Hollywood Studios, are set to resume talks yesterday. After negotiations for a new 3-year union contract picked back up on Tuesday, the meeting comes after the union presented its last counteroffer 2 weeks ago. The proposal was aimed at the union's streaming viewership, which would charge streaming services 57 cents per subscriber. That would create a pool of funds that could be given to those members whose work appears on those services. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers had said the proposal would create an untenable economic burden. The SAG-AFTRA labor strike against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers began on July 14th, 2 months after members from the Writers Guild of America began their strike on May 2nd.
Jeremy Renner has written new songs about his snowplow accident. The Marvel actor broke more than 30 bones when he was run over by the vehicle earlier this year. The collection of music is about different milestones in his recovery on Instagram. Renner said the album, appearing to be titled Love and Titanium, was characteristic for him to create. No date was given for its release, but the Instagram message included the word soon. Renner previously released an EP in 2020. Up next, we will have your Girl Memorial recap.
Then we will have your Lewis Sports Update. Stay with us.
Last week, I attended the Grow Memorial event and learned more about caring for our environment. Here's a closer look. Lewis University hosted its 6th annual Grow Memorial event on October 19th, highlighting the importance of protecting our environment. The 6th annual Grow Memorial event got underway with a Native American flute performance by William Buchholz Allison and a Blessing of the Earth by Chief Joseph Standing Bear. The keynote speaker for the event, Leah Thomas, explains that all people have a common role in making a difference in society.
It's really important to protect both people and the planet. And if you want to be an environmentalist, it's also really important to consider who is the most impacted by environmental hazards. Anyone can be an environmentalist, so whether you're religious or you really care about other topics, it all links back to protecting our planet.
In Leah Thomas's book, it really gives good pointers and tips for students.
Actually thought deep down, like inside me, I was like, how can I incorporate like different aspects, like she said, of like my identity into like helping like the environment.
The Grow Institute honors the life and ministry of Brother Jeffrey Grow and presents students with the opportunity to be an advocate for justice.
My brother would be unbelievably shocked to know that this institute was named after him. He did a lot of wonderful work in the field of ecumenism and justice, and so to have this institute carry on his work after his death is very meaningful for him and for the whole family.
Whether you're passionate about animals, water equality, or fashion, Thomas mentioned ways that you can be an advocate for the environment.
For LUTN, I am Samara Martinez.
Oh wow, Samara, looked like you had a very nice event last weekend.
It was very nice, very informational. It was really good. I was super happy to attend. And coming up, we will have your Lewis Sports Update.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
The Lewis women's volleyball team, ranked 14th, is currently on a hot streak with winning this past Saturday against Indianapolis, winning 3-1. Kill leaders for the game were senior Juliana Van Loo with 9 kills, senior Hannah Avely with 12 kills, and senior Bella Ray with 18 kills. Bella Ray was also named GLVC Offensive Player of the Week. Ray is ranked 6th in the GLVC attack percentage with .349 and 9th in blocks, recording 53. The Flyers will be on the road tomorrow, Friday, October 27th, as they take on Maryville in St. Louis, Missouri.
The Lewis University's men's cross-country team has recorded its 16th GLVC championship title with a team score of 44 points last Saturday. The Flyers placed 7 runners in the top 20 and earned all GLVC honors. Freshman Evans Horgan led the way for Lewis, finishing 4th with a time of 25 minutes and 3 seconds. Then seniors Daniel Oraimi and Sean Ryan scored Lewis a 6th and 7th finish overall. Horgan took home the GLVC's men's cross-country freshman of the year, and Lewis's James Kearney earned GLVC's men's cross-country coach of the year. The Flyers return to the course in 2 weeks for the NCAA Midwest Regional in Evansville, Indiana.
What a thriller game between the men's soccer team in Upper Iowa this past Sunday. It was a back-and-forth match that quickly started with sophomore Mikey Ravel scoring a goal in the game's 2nd minute. Junior Sebastian Doublehofer made 2 clutch saves, ending the first half with the Lewis lead 1-0. The second half began and the Peacocks scored a goal to tie the game 1-1. 3 minutes later, the Peacocks scored again, receiving the lead 2-1. Senior Yoram Bogers responded quickly, finding the back of the net to tie the game 2-2. The 76th minute approached. Junior Goodwin Asor broke away, scoring the game-winning goal to give Lewis the lead 3-2 and overall win the match. Watch tomorrow as the Flyers host Illinois Springfield this Friday at 7:30 p.m.
The Lewis University's women's cross-country team captures their GLVC crown with their recent win in the Great Lakes Valley Conference Championship. The Flyers earned their 5th GLVC title and going back-to-back this Saturday. The team finished with 28 points, with junior Hannah Schmerka winning the individual title and being named GLVC Women's Cross Country's Runner of the Year with a time of 21 minutes and 12 seconds. Senior Caroline pacer Ryan was the second finisher for the Flyers, coming in 4th place with a time of 21 minutes and 50 seconds, followed by senior Anna Kozak, who later crossed the line in 6th with a time of 21 minutes and 56 seconds. This is the 14th individual GLVC champion title in Lewis's history and the first since 2015. The Flyers had the 9th runners place the top 20 and earn all GLVC honors.
The women's soccer team has extended their undefeated streak to 10 games as they defeated Upper Iowa this past Sunday. Goal scorers were junior forward Melissa Hadzik and sophomore forward Brianna Culver. The Flyers will return home this Friday to take on Illinois Springfield. And that's it for today's news. Thank you for watching. As a reminder, you can always keep up with Lewis University's television network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and by visiting our YouTube channel. I'm Samara Martinez.
And I am Citlali Romo. Have a great night.